Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Colorado Springs in Colorado. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling start to your day. It has been an awesome start to the day. Thank you everybody who reached out yesterday regarding Zeffie and the attack the dog attack on her. We truly appreciate all the well wishes, the thoughts, the prayers, everything we're doing. Zeffie is doing great. It's like she never got bitten yesterday. Her leg's looking okay. We got in touch with a vet who said if it's superficial, just keep an eye on it for any swelling or discharge, and if any of that happens, then get her to a vet. So checked it this morning as much as she would let me, and it's looking good, it's looking okay. As for me, I got a good night's sleep, even though I woke up at 4:30 this morning, but still got a really good night's sleep. I was totally exhausted yesterday after everything, but I am very thankful that it wasn't as bad as it could have been. And thankful that I had the wisdom to stay in place and not try and remove ourselves from the situation, because that would have meant turning our backs on the dogs and becoming a moving target at that point. So I'm very thankful for all of that. So today happens to be Thankful Thursday. So what are you thankful for today? I was reading a couple of really great articles. One of them is in Psychology Today. It's called The Healing Power of Gratitude. And I thought, well, this will be interesting. What does all the psychologists' words, the head doctors say? And it says here that scientific studies have found, so they have actually proven this, has found that gratitude is associated with greater happiness, more optimism and positive emotions, new and lasting relationships, better health, more progress towards personal goals, fewer aches and pains, more alertness and determination, increased generosity and empathy, better sleep, and improved self-esteem. These have been scientifically proven to be the benefits of gratitude. So how cool is that? So start getting thankful. And they say there's no downside to practicing more gratitude. It seems like we have a goal. It seems like a goal we would all embrace. So the more gratitude you embrace, the more these things will happen. So the greater your happiness will be, the more optimism, emotionals, all of that sort of thing. And but it does talk about why people have difficulty feeling grateful. It's because they have difficulty acknowledging what they have, and the fact that they have a roof over their head, they have food to eat, they have clothes, whatever their situation, they have a difficulty expressing gratitude for what they have. And they say that gratitude also reminds us of what we lacked in the past. I look back over my life and everything else, and I know my parents didn't have a lot, but they gave us a fantastic childhood. They really did. So I am forever grateful to my parents for that, for the upbringing that they gave us. They spent a lot of time showing us around New Zealand. There was a lot of school holidays, school vacations and stuff where we left home, we went for a week or two away somewhere in New Zealand. So we got to experience a lot of New Zealand because our parents decided that was the gift that they were going to give us kids, was the gift of being travel, but not only that, learning to be a traveler within our own country and knowing what our own country looks like and the different cultures within the country and learning to appreciate other cultures. So they gave us a huge, even though we had a lot of fun on vacations, there was a lot of life lessons involved in those vacations and stuff. It was learning to accept people for who they are and where they're at. Learning not to judge anybody because it's not our place to judge. Although it's kind of hard to do that one. But they taught us that, race doesn't matter, religion doesn't matter, people are people, plain and simple. We're all human beings. And we should all be treated accordingly. So, getting that type of education from our parents when we were traveling was just amazing. I don't know if they realized all these huge lessons that they taught us. So I am very thankful for that. So I will post the link for this Psychology Today article about the healing power of gratitude, because it's a really cool article, and I found lots of interesting things in there that we can do to help us appreciate things more. The other article I found was a Forbes article, and this one was what's this one called? The business impact of gratitude. And I thought, oh, this will be interesting to see, what is the business impact of gratitude. And it says here, this is the gratitude effect, a ripple of acknowledgement and appreciation that surges forward, transforming and inspiring us and improving business outcomes. The more gratitude going around, the more human connections are being made, and the more collaboration, engagement, and innovation across the organization. Moreover, when recognition is given frequently throughout the year, the impact of that positive reinforcement is even greater. So are you acknowledging your employees, your contractors, your peers, your vendors, your clients? The more you appreciate them, the more it's going to affect your bottom line. So it goes on saying that gratitude changes the giver, not just the receiver. So both parties benefit. It's one of those win-win situations. So if you're truly heartfelt grateful to somebody for something they have done, they will feel that. It will boost them, and at the same time you get a boost as well, because you've taken the time to acknowledge somebody. It says research suggests people often underestimate the impact of showing their gratitude to others. So we need to start being a little more vulnerable and being a little more grateful to people, and letting people know the impact that they've had on their lives and that sort of thing, or the impact they've had on their workspace and that sort of stuff. So I will put the link for that also into this video as well, because they're two very great ones. So your mindset is all about the healing power of gratitude. Your business is about the impact that gratitude can have. So start showing more gratitude to everybody. And your fun is looking at your family and friends. Who is it that you want to be grateful to? I'm grateful to my parents for the upbringing that they gave us. I saw on Facebook today that I have a friend anniversary, a 9-year friend anniversary. And so that would be for my very dear friend, Casey, who I don't consider a friend. I consider him family. He has just been such a huge inspiration to both Brad and I. He's helped us see things clearly in different directions and stuff. He's always inspired us to be better than we are. He's one of those people that kind of gets in love with your potential more than you do. And at times it seems that he knows my business better than I do, which is kind of scary. But he's always had great insight, always been there for me. If I had a problem, I can pick up the phone and call him. He can get to the bottom of problems pretty quickly. But he has just been such a huge inspiration to me. And watching him grow over the years from when we first met to where he is now and where he's going, it's just phenomenal to watch. But I'm forever grateful to Casey for all the inspiration and the support that he gave both Brad and I over the years. And I know he misses Brad just as much as I do, because those two, I found out after Brad had passed, had some very serious conversations, had some very good heart-to-heart conversations, which I didn't even know were taking place. I mean, Brad never told me about the conversations he had he may have told me about one or two of them, but I didn't know the frequency with which these two talked. And I was on a call with Casey the other day, and he was telling me about one of the conversations they had, and I'm like, really? I said, how often do you guys talk? And he says, oh, we talked a lot. And I'm like, define a lot. He says, a lot. So to know that we have such an amazing friend out there like that, who we can tell anything to, and we know we're not going to be judged, and we know that the advice we're going to get is going to be good for us. And he's somebody who we trust. So he's more family than friend. So Casey, if you're watching this, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for your friendship. It has meant a lot over the years. Oh, jeepers. Here we go. So that's it for today. So I will post the links for the Healing Power of Gratitude and the Business Impact of Gratitude articles into the Facebook Live, and go out, hug a family member, hug a friend. Families don't have to be blood related. They can be, if you feel close to somebody like they're a brother or a sister, embrace it. They're not a friend anymore, they're family. It's as simple as that. You all have that very best friend who's always been there for you through thick and thin, through everything. They're not a friend, they're a sibling. They're your comrade in arms, they're your brothers or your sisters. They're a sibling to you, they're part of your family. They become aunts and uncles to your kids. That's the type of friends that you have, because they become part of your family. So go out there, embrace those that you love, tell them how grateful you are for them, write them a note, write them a letter, write them a card, make them a card, but do something physical, not just electronic, sending them a text message or anything. Make it more personal, something that they will treasure and that they can keep, like a letter or a card. So go do that, and